Guys, welcome to the Real Awkward Podcast, the best damn podcast you've heard today. My name is Andy.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Ash.
And welcome to our Rigid Frigid podcast.
I ain't rigid, no frigid.
You might be a little frigid and a little rigid.
I'm probably the most rigid.
You're the most rigid and frigid of us all.
I'm in denial.
This is true.
I am fun.
I do wonder sometimes.
I am the life of the party.
From the podcast side, like us not being us. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know what that means.
If you were an outsider looking into us three, how would you describe Andy, Amanda, and Ashley in the podcast?
I would say Amanda has a potty mouth.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My kid has never said the F word at school.
Okay.
I just go like,
I
oh,
would
sorry.
say that Andy likes the sound of his own voice.
Mm.
I don't think he liked that.
No, he didn't. You're going to hear about that later.
I'm just trying not to say anything. Okay. What's happening?
Oh, shoot. Podcast. Oh, that's
Who knows? Who knows? I sure as shit don't.
I forgot what's going on in this episode.
We're going to start with Amanda. Take it away.
We're going to talk about some shit that's going on in the world right now. And we're
Oh,
not
shoot.
going to talk about politics because no matter what side you're on, it's a hellscape. So we're going to talk about some other shit that's going on, okay?
Fair.
All right.
Fair.
So,
Bring it.
okay, I'm
Ba, ba,
just
ba.
gonna kind of like spitfire some of these, okay? So
Okay.
get ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on to your butts.
Effective today, Starbucks has changed their drink policy. So if you are a Starbucks Rewards member, which if you know, Starbucks Rewards, if you are drinking like hot coffee, hot tea in Starbucks, like with a mug, you can get a free refill. That's always been a policy.
Yeah.
Now it's anyone who's drinking a hot coffee in the store. You don't have to be a rewards member.
Oh, wait. So you could just continue to get
I didn't-
free hot coffees?
I didn't know you had to be a rewards member. I think
Yeah,
you
I
can
didn't-
also get iced coffee.
Yeah, I
think it just
only
has to
knew this
be
because of the
coffee.
article. I didn't even know you could get a free refill.
If you're staying there. It's the
Yeah,
same
so-
thing if you're in Target and you get coffee there. If as long as you're still in the store, you can go back and get a refill.
Really?
But just black coffee?
It's
So
it's just coffee. Yeah, no like espressos or
Yeah, you can't
No,
be like,
just-
I want a venti caramel locky chalky aki.
No, it's not a
exactly.
thing.
So it's like hot
I've
or
never had
iced
it.
coffee and
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I assume like if you want like a flavor additive or something like that, like a syrup, you'd probably have to pay for that.
Syrup.
I would assume.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like that the amount of money that Starbucks pays for a cup of black coffee is minuscule.
Oh yeah.
I imagine.
So-
I imagine.
You know, honestly, like I didn't know that was a policy, but now it's like, okay, like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you
Mhm.
like what was it, our previous episode we talked about that they're cracking down on their Wi-Fi use.
Yeah.
Like if you were working in there and you bought a cup of coffee, you could get 2 cups of coffee for the price. So
So
it's
now
not so
they've
bad.
so they've taken some stuff away and added some stuff.
well, I mean, if you stay there long enough, you're gonna buy food.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How many beans does it take to make a single cup of coffee, by the way?
Depends how strong you want it.
Oh. So if you did 2 beans, it would just taste like water? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay.
Just dirty water.
That's good to know.
Yes, 2
Are-
bean coffee.
Are you a dude? I'm starting a new one. 2 bean coffee. They're like, isn't that just water, sir? Shut up, kid. Just have
Yes.
the coffee.
yes.
So
All right.
next.
Holy moly.
Next.
So there have been mystery drone sightings in New Jersey,
Again?
and the local residents are like calling like their local representatives because they want to know what's going on. The governor says that they pose no threat, but a lot of people are calling for them to be shot down.
What
No
the
one
heck?
has any answers of what they are. But apparently there's multiple drones that are being like seen together in
Isn't
the
that
sky
old
of New
news?
Jersey.
How old is this news?
Well, there was news about there being like car-sized drones that people.
yeah,
were
but then
freaking out
people
about,
started
right?
seeing them in other states, like along
Yeah.
the coastline.
Yeah.
And
So New Jersey's the one that like people have spoken out
Yeah.
about what's going on, but it's just that like,
Yeah.
oh, there's nothing to worry about. But it's like a lot along the Northeast,
yeah.
like
And I love
corridor.
how that news just kind of blew over. Like everyone was up in arms about it,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, what, drones?
Yeah. One day they just
See?
don't care anymore.
But that's news, dude. It's smoke and mirrors. They want you to look over here,
Right.
so they can do stuff over here. Like,
Right.
That's news,
That's the news.
dude.
So the Mona Lisa is going to be moved as part of a major Louvre overhaul.
Holy Da Vinci.
Whoa. A
They
Louvre move?
are moving it to a whole new exhibition space at the Louvre.
So that nobody
because-
spills tomato sauce on it anymore.
Well,
Did you see
they
that?
are
They spilled it on.
there's-
It's hard to spill on a wall.
No, they threw it on because they were activists.
well,
Sorry.
I mean, honestly, to me, I feel like if they have the original Mona Lisa, that would be silly.
Just need to get your voice in there.
I forgot that we were podcasting for a second. I need to test my mic. That needs to be a sound clip.
God, I thought it was a burp at first. I was like, thanks.
All right, Mona Lisa, pizza.
Yeah, it'll
Slice of pizza.
the change will be introduced in 2031.
Okay,
new-
so
the new
this
exhibit.
I love how it's news. when
Wait, so
won't
is it
be
like
news.
going away until then?
All
like
they
it's
said it's going to be
planned to be
moved. I
moved.
believe that it will go away for X amount, like a certain period of time.
Yeah.
But they're gonna like re-unveil it. But you and I both know. Sorry, this is my tinfoil hat theory. There's more than one Mona Lisa. Like
Oh.
I'm not saying that Da Vinci painted 8. I'm just saying they probably have reproductions that they like put out.
Oh,
You don't-
it's been a
like-
fake one ever since like the 70s. You ever see the Bean movie? He ruined it, right? Didn't
Yeah, he ruined that one.
that. Well, I guess that was Whistler's mother, but same thing. Same thing.
I don't even know why it's so famous. It's stupid.
Stupid.
She's not even pretty. You want to hear some weird news? 66
Let's do it.
million year old fish vomit was discovered in Denmark.
Wait, how do you even know that it's fish vomit?
How do you know that it's that old?
A piece of fossilized animal vomit dating back to the time of the dinosaurs has been discovered in Denmark. A local fossil hunter found the fossil on like a coastal cliff on the east coast of Denmark. So he came upon the unusual looking fragments, which turned out to be pieces of sea lily, an underwater species related to starfish and sea urchins, in a piece of chalk, which is like the seabed. He took the fragments to be examined, and it confirmed the vomit could be dated to the end of the Cretaceous period, 66 million years ago.
Wow.
So Cretaceous is like Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, that kind of shit. And they're calling it truly an unusual find. And they actually are hoping that it will explain a little bit more about the food chain of prehistoric
Yeah.
Yeah,
animals.
that makes sense. Yeah.
What a claim to fame, man.
Right? I kind of love it.
found really old fish vomit.
Old vomit.
Old vomit.
Right?
Mm.
Oh, I'm a paleontologist. Ooh, I've found many fossils in my day, notably the fish vomit. Like, and then
Cretaceous
it's
fish
that was
vomit,
you.
will you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
You want to hear some kind of weird news? Well, it's all weird news. Astronomers discover a 196-foot asteroid with a 1 in 83 chance of hitting Earth in 2032.
1 in 83?
Yeah.
Thank God we've got Bruce Willis.
At least the Mona Lisa will
Not
be
anymore.
moved by then. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're going to protect it from
Yeah.
the comet.
The Mona Lisa?
Yeah.
All right. Dude, that's
It's currently 27 million miles away, and the scientists are saying that it's the most likely thing that's going to happen is the asteroid will just come close to hitting us. But it's kind of wild to
How
like
big is
hear.
it?
196 feet.
196 feet. Okay.
Dang.
I'm surprised that wouldn't break up in our atmosphere.
That's like what, 2/3 of a football field?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I would think, is that something will hit it, knock it out of its path,
Maybe.
something like that.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I mean, even if something half the size enters our atmosphere, and then let's just argue a quarter of it burns up, like it's still a pretty sizable rock to hit
Yeah.
the
That's a
earth.
bit- yeah,
Well,
it's a
I wonder
big-
where it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Hit the earth.
Will it matter?
Probably,
Uh,
Yeah.
probably not.
Just end it, please. I'll give me an asteroid magnet. Just let's end it. So NASA's Artemis program aims to establish a human base on the moon within the next few decades, and they plan to do that. They plan to build a moon base using 3D printing and robots.
What?
See, I thought that NASA was done.
That makes sense.
Or is it just their space program? Like they're sending
I
people
think
into
it's like the
They're-
space exploration
astronauts.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They've there's always been talk about putting a base on the moon, you know. And then I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea, especially if the eventual goal is to trek further out into space. Having a place to like kind of hit in the middle,
A waypoint.
especially, well, yeah, because especially they're trying to see more about Mars. And now there's been some research saying that there's been like clay type material found on Mars and like water based substances found on
Mhm.
Mars. So they're trying to figure out where that's coming from. And, you know, it's so far away that at least if they were able to pit stop at the moon, it would make it easier to go back and forth.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've always thought this space exploration is a waste of money, but
You would, because you.
That's my
'cause you don't
unpopular
care
opinion.
about expanding the human race into the solar system.
Space is awesome.
Space is awesome.
Space is awesome. It's also kind of terrifying
I can't wait for us to terraform Mars.
because it just
Okay.
goes on forever. Okay. Last bit of weird news. The first case of zombie deer disease was confirmed in Georgia, sparking wildlife concerns.
oh,
The disease, which is 100% fatal, causes a deer's nervous system to shut down until they die, but there's currently no evidence of it spreading to humans.
Yeah, that's what they said about the bats.
Yes.
Hashtag 2019.
Wait, so how are they zombies?
So basically, it's the nervous system shuts down, but like, so basically the deers are just kind of like walking, like they're,
Aimlessly.
the lights on,
Yeah.
like the house is on, but nobody's home.
The house is on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lights are on.
Lights are on.
Nobody's home.
Got it.
Incredible.
Sorry, I had it on my phone and I can't find it anymore. Like what it is.
Unrelated, but slightly related. Have you guys
Yes.
seen what an animal looks like when they have rabies?
Oh, terrifying.
It's terrifying.
I want to
And-
say.
They look drunk,
Did
first
you-
of all.
Well, yeah. Did you see 28 Days Later? That's basically what it is. Is like rabies zombies.
It's been so long.
One of the things I find fascinating is like I see it on Reddit sometimes. It's like these people will be like, look at this squirrel in my backyard or look at this deer in my
Yeah.
backyard. And it'll be this animal and it almost has like The Last of Us, like nodules all over its head. And it's basically like some type of infection that it's like fungal. And they look like fucking like horror movie creatures.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Creepy.
Crazy.
Creepy.
Oof.
Okay, so that's the news.
Holy
Headlines.
headlines.
Yeah, sure.
You tried, Andy.
Ding.
Andy,
It's time to eat a treat.
Set
It's
us
time
up.
to eat a treat. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
we're set us up.
In a world where time is limited, 3 heroes must heed the call.
That's us.
Will they weather the storm of a new show?
Probably
or
not.
favor the desire to scroll on? This is episode 1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did one of you watch a show?
Nope.
Oh, oops.
Nobody watched anything. Did you watch anything?
Yeah, wrestling.
Oh, that
Did
doesn't count.
somebody
That is not
watch?
episode 1. No, I did watch a show. In fact,
Okay.
What'd you watch?
Was that recently?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would I make stuff up?
All right.
I watched the first episode of the new Goosebumps show
Oh.
with
right.
David Schwimmer.
with
Yeah.
David Schwimmer. I
With
believe
Ross.
I haven't watched that yet.
Called The Vanishing.
Is
It's like
this
this,
supposed to be from someone who's an outsider perspective? Is this supposed to be adult oriented, or is it the Goosebumps that was made for kids style show?
Well, we'll get into it. Let me read the synopsis
Okay,
first,
okay.
as I do.
All right.
When twins Devin and Cece are sent to spend a summer in Gravesend, Brooklyn with their divorced dad, scientist Anthony Brewer, they must band together with new friends to save the neighborhood from a long dormant threat.
Wow.
I would say it's more on I think adults would like it, but it's definitely like if you read the books, you would enjoy it. Does that make sense?
So like 10-year-olds.
Is this
No, I think it's a little too creepy maybe for
is this actually a Goosebumps story from the books?
I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
so here's
okay.
the thing. So R.L. Stein, he made Goosebumps, but then he also made all these like other side things.
Yeah.
So like he wrote all these like he's written a ton of like teen horror novels. He's written like some that are a little tiny bit younger.
Okay. Sure.
But
This
he's
is rated
done all these other things.
TV-14.
I think he did like Fear Street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which Fear Street, it's like a trilogy of movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not
Okay.
fantastic,
Okay.
but a solid 6. So he's done all kinds of different stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, this is rated TV 14. I would say that's pretty accurate for the age. I think for adults, I think you could still enjoy it, but it's definitely like it's high schoolers, right?
Yeah.
And they're like venturing out and creepy things are happening. I don't want to give away too much of the story, obviously. I kind of feel like I would expect it to be kind of like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah.
Where there's so
That's what I
many
was
different
thinking.
stories to tell
Yeah.
that they just kind of like intermingle them. This one feels like it's one story, but I don't know if it's based on one of the specific books.
What was it
I don't
called
know.
again?
The show itself is called The Vanishing.
See, I think that was a Goosebumps
So
book.
it starts
but
out 30
maybe-
years ago. A
yeah.
group of kids go down into this underground, like abandoned laboratory, and one of the kids ends up dying
Okay.
based on what happens there. And then they fast forward 30 years, and David Schwimmer's character, it is the dad, and he was there when it happened, and his brother died in that accident 30
Okay.
years ago.
So David Schwimmer, I don't see him as a horror movie.
So
Or
he
horror
actually
show
surprised me
person.
because arguably he's the worst character in Friends.
Okay.
And I don't feel like he's done a lot of acting since then.
Well, and if he does, it's very sporadic or unknown.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
but I don't find his acting in this distasteful at all.
he
I
just
think he's
constantly looks
actually-
sad to me. He
But
looks like
I mean,
a sad
and
man.
his-
He
It
always
works
looks
for his
like he's
character.
about to cry.
Yes.
Yeah. It works for his character. Like, he's a divorced guy. His kids don't live with him. They're coming to stay with him. He's been taking care of his mother who has dementia.
Okay.
Like, he's a botanist who works out of his basement. Like,
Roots and tubers.
roots and tubers.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but I will definitely continue watching it.
Okay.
I will say it's not one I tried to watch it while I was working. It's not one you can watch without looking. You
Like,
kind of
you
have
have
to
to
see
pay
what's
attention.
going on.
Yeah.
So I did actually rewatch parts of the first episode. I just like skimmed through and like watched some parts that I felt like I didn't fully get. So it's definitely one you have to like sit and watch. But I think it's an easy watch. I think that, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of high schooliness, but the acting's not terrible.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see where it goes because I want to know if there's like other stories or if this is a full storyline. Because how many?
Well, I know that there's the Goosebumps, The
8
Vanishing,
episodes.
but then I know that there was also a series from a year or two ago that had Justin Long in it,
Which
that
was
also
terrible.
a Goosebumps series.
You watch
Yeah.
that one?
I tried to watch that with Cam, and it was hard to watch.
Oh, sad.
It
Well,
was.
because all I never watched any of it, but I remember all the ads were like Slappy the dummy, and I remember thinking like we're ready to move beyond that. We're ready for something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
So,
Sure.
I did look up if The Vanishing is based on a series or anything, and it is not.
Okay.
They say that it's loosely based on one of the early Goosebumps. Don't go into the basement.
Yeah, because the
But
first 2 episodes are Stay Out of the Basement, part 1 and part 2.
okay,
So,
so no, I'm definitely interested to watch it. But yeah, David Schwimmer has never been someone who I cared for. I don't
Yeah.
watch Friends, so I don't have that reference. But like when you said that he's like a divorced dad who doesn't have his kids, I'm like, yeah, I buy that for him.
yeah.
But no, that it looks interesting enough. Like that's the thing is like I like spooky stuff like that because
Mhm.
it's not something that like is you're gonna think about later. It's just like enjoyable now,
Yeah.
and then like I'm not worried about like we're like oh there's somebody in the doorway
Right. Yeah.
and that was
and this one's not hokey. I didn't feel like it was that hokey either. So,
that's nice.
because I
Well,
think
that was-
sometimes when you try to do like spooky, but it's like for a younger age, you kind of make
Yeah.
it like hokey.
That's really hard to pull
Yeah.
off, though,
Yeah.
because like true horror elements require adult themes,
Yes.
where then it's just like campfire stories, which never turn out to be that scary.
Yep.
Well, and I think that that's why they don't make a lot of scary stuff for kids.
Yeah.
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 Like that's why the equivalent of scary stuff for kids is like Scooby-Doo and like Gravity Falls, where there might be a little spook here and there, but it's like equaled or almost there's a little spook, but then there's twice as much kind of fun or funny.
Yeah.
There's a cartoon, it's called like The Last Kids on Earth. It's about like zombies. It's a pretty
Mhm.
decent cartoon, but like that has a little more like jump scare, but it's not scary.
Well, did you say Cammie couldn't get through Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yeah. She did not like that movie.
Was it the lady that ate you that she freaked out
It
about?
was the toe in the stew.
Oh, that'll do it.
that
Yeah.
honestly though, that movie,
Yes.
there's it's not perfect,
Yeah.
but the tension building in that movie is pretty intense.
Yeah, I agree.
So I can understand why a kid who maybe could watch other scary things
Yep.
couldn't do that.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
wasn't
Well,
in that.
Yeah, because especially
No.
like the toe in the stew one, it was like there was someone in the house.
Yeah.
And I think that,
my toe?
yeah, I think that creeped
Yeah.
her out. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Lincoln likes
But
to
now
watch.
she won't
There's
eat
this
stew.
new game that's called like Sprunky or whatever, and Lincoln wants to watch all these fucking videos about it, and it's like jump scares.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that fucking guy's eyes dangling out, and you're just like, ha ha ha. And then I'll be like, let's watch this, and like, let's watch Ghostbusters. And he's like, this is scary, and it's like, get the fuck out of here,
I know our 4-year-old is like, you want to see my creepy face?
right? Yeah,
Now-
we watch. So Lincoln likes to watch a trailer before we. He wants the idea.
Mm.
So we've watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and now we're on to Afterlife. And we watched the trailer, and he goes, "This looks scary." And I was like, "I saw you watching a video of Sonic the Hedgehog as some creepy spider eating people today. How is that too
Yeah.
scary?"
I will say the Ghostbusters too, dude. Vigo was like, it creeped me the F out when I was a kid. Like 100%.
Carpathian.
Dude, 100%.
Oh, command me, Lord.
Freaked out.
So
I did not like him.
we watched that, and Lincoln actually I think he actually prefers the second one because it's a little more Jim Henson.
Yeah, sure.
But I've begged Chris for so long because you can buy the Vigo the Carpathian like poster. It's
Oh,
like huge,
God. Oh,
and I've
God.
been like, "Come on, let me do it. Let me have it."
Dude, it's
Let me
the
have it.
eyes, bro. The eyes. I can't.
Well, and
can't.
he's like, "No, I don't want." no, I don't want you in my house. And I was like, because you're scared of it? Are you scared?
Are you scared of it?
I'm just going to have to like buy one and just do it because I really want one. But doesn't matter to anyone. Lincoln's favorite character currently is Egon.
Okay.
And he told me currently that he wants a Ghostbusters birthday, but that has changed 5 times.
Oh, yep.
And his favorite part that he likes to say all the time in Ghostbusters 2, you know, like towards the beginning when they're in the court and like they get their gear back and like the 2 ghosts in the electric chair, they like heat him up and they go like, Do, Re, Egon. Like he'll be like, okay, Mom, you do. Okay, Chris, you do Do. Mom, you do Ray. And then I'll do Egon at the end. So we do that a lot.
You're like, duh.
Yeah.
I will say from a scary movie thing for kids is, and I've never seen this, but the Freddy.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Is that,
not that bad.
Like.
I mean, I think
It's not bad.
What's
PG-13.
What's the scare about it? That they look creepy? Creepy
No,
animatronics?
so basically
or-
it does follow the video games pretty well. It's one of those ones where it's hokey, okay?
Yeah.
It's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, the game,
Yeah.
is the idea that you are a night watchman
Yep.
and they can't keep a night watchman because they mysteriously go missing all the time. And it's the idea that at night, the Chuck E. Cheese guys come to life.
Right. And they like
And-
track you down, right? They like chase you and you have to hide from them.
Well, so basically, the original game, the
Yeah.
first one, you are sitting at a desk, and the main thing you're doing is you can choose to either watch the monitors or watch the door.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
you have to like do both.
Right.
And so whoever made the first game was an incredible storyteller
yeah.
because with very little lore, he's able to create this tension because you're like, if you're watching the cameras, you can't see if somebody's coming to get you. But if you're watching the door, you don't know where the guys are.
Right.
And so that idea alone, now they've turned it into other things and there's other games and stuff,
Right.
which I actually think some of them are a little more fun. There's one, it's called like Security Breach that my nephew was playing. So I was playing it with him. It's almost like Arkham Asylum where you're like crawling through the vents, setting
Yeah.
traps and stuff.
Okay.
That one I was like, okay, this is a little more fun for me. But like the lights will go out in Five Nights at Freddy's, then you have to turn the lights back on and you have to figure out why the computer isn't working. And so you're like, oh my God, get it back on. Because
Okay. So there's puzzle aspects of it too.
somewhat, but it
Yeah.
is jump scare the game. It is
Got
just about jump scares.
Okay.
I tried to
And-
help Remy play the Five Nights at Freddy's game on
Yeah.
the Switch.
Yeah.
I could not figure it out. I
Interesting.
could not figure out how it worked. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, buddy.
So they took essentially that concept and made a movie out of it. And so Matthew Lillard is in it and I love him. And so it's essentially the idea that he's the night watchman and these Chuck E. Cheese guys are coming to get him.
Got
So it is PG-13. I don't think it's that bad. I made a list for my nephew of like kind of like quote unquote kid-friendly horror movies that aren't really kid-friendly, but you know, don't have boobs and heads getting cut off. And that was on there because it's fine. Like there's not a ton of gore or anything like that, but it definitely like has jump scares. It's not bad. But I would say if you have a kid who doesn't like the creepy build up kind of stuff, then it's not going to work.
Episode 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot what our topic was because we went.
Oh,
we
also,
went
I
down
don't
a
know if we
rabbit
talked
hole.
about it or not. This is not a horror thing, but Chris and I have been watching. We started it to be like, oh, let's try this show. It's called Caught. It was originally on Hulu, and now we're watching more on HBO. It is quite literally like real TV. Do you remember that show back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Each episode is like a different type of like footage.
Yeah.
So we're literally into season 2 because we started watching it. Each episode's like 25 minutes. And so it's perfect to just like have on.
Yep.
We started watching it and I think we watched 4 that night because it's fantastic. So it's like dumb criminals who get caught or like people, like crazy driving accidents or like crazy animal stuff. And it's literally like real TV where you're watching it and you're like, oh shit. It's called Caught. There's 2 seasons. It's fantastic. I recommend it.
Sounds like
it's got
something we can put on at bedtime when we just
There you
come on.
go.
literally
Yeah.
we put it on at bedtime because then I can play video games. He can just like scroll on his phone and you're like half watching it. But then I do find myself being like, put on the next one, play the next one. Like, 'cause-
Just for clarification, CAUGHT, correct?
yes.
Okay, good.
Not caught.
People
caught.
are like COT.
Not
They're like,
caught. It's caught.
Yeah, like caught on film.
yes.
Mhm.
All right.
I do want to
Well,
say
oh, yes.
real quickly
Yeah.
to follow up on the last episode 1 segment that we did a few episodes back.
Yes.
We talked about shifting gears.
Oh.
I did say I would put it on while I was working just to like have it on in the background. It gets better.
Oh, that's good.
It's one of those where like the pilot is terrible acting, but then like they kind of
Figure
get
it
more
out.
comfortable with each other. So if you
Okay.
like sitcoms, you like stupid dad humor, it gets better after episode 1.
Okay. This is the
Yeah,
Tim
we've-
Allen and Kat Dennings,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
We have watched it as well.
Okay. Okay.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
I'm never in any rush to watch it.
Well, you are not a sitcom lady.
Absolutely not.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't mind Tim Allen with the grandkids.
Yeah.
But it's her. She
It's-
doesn't
yeah.
have the rhythm.
She's the weak point in it, but I feel like her rapport is getting a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Real quick, just circle back on episode 1. Are you going to continue or not?
Goosebumps?
Yes.
Yes, I said I will continue.
You like it that much.
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to see where it goes.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. You want to play a game?
Heck yes.
You want to play a
Do you want to play a game?
You think you know trivia? Think again.
Thanks, Andy.
All right. Damn.
I asked him to just play the first part of the trivia intro because this is not a Who Said It trivia day. We are doing trivia.
Love
Trivia,
it.
trivia,
So I've got-
opposed
Love
to
this.
trivia.
I've got some choices for you guys.
Also,
Oh,
an
snap.
aside, I'll make this one quick, even though I don't make anything quick. Word on the street is this means nothing to you guys. Apparently in Everett, there's drag race trivia nights. And I was like, oh, bitch, I'm going.
Oh yeah, I bet you'd win.
Oh, I thought you legit meant like the racing cars,
Win
and
a
I was
gift
like,
card.
that's a weird thing to bring up.
It's at a gay bar, so I'm pretty sure it's not about cars, but I
Wait.
will verify.
Wait, Amanda, hold the phone. Let me set the scene here. In Ashley's lap is cue cards.
Let me.
That no,
I know you like the
Amanda,
sound of your own
I've
voice.
never seen these before, so I feel like she bought them recently.
I did not. I will have you know, your mom bought these for us
Oh,
at
my
least a year ago,
mom,
and I
my
just unwrapped the
mom.
plastic.
Okay.
Hey,
So
All right.
I will
Whatever.
give you guys the option.
Thanks, ma'am.
We've got music trivia
Yep.
or movie trivia.
Movie, dude. This is the
Movie
real
trivia.
awkward podcast,
Okay.
not the music awkward podcast.
And here's where it gets even more fun. You get 3 more choices.
oh
Oh,
boy,
too many.
oh boy, I could just hear the
Is
shuffling.
the box of VHS tape?
Yeah, they're so cute.
And I love it. I love it. They're so tiny.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we've got Oscar winners,
Oh,
Okay.
comedy classics,
Okay.
or action movies.
oh dear.
I just want them all thrown together.
That's true. Just for this first time, let's do the award or the Oscar ones because that
Oscar
means they'll
winners.
probably be good movies that
Well-
maybe we shall know.
Or they're very obscure and won because people with their noses up.
Do
watch
you know
them.
that Adam Sandler's name is Adam? Like when his friends are hanging out,
Yeah, isn't it weird to think of celebrities as their
they
a
say,
single name?
"Hey Adam, would you like a drink?" They don't say, "Hey Adam Sandler, would you like a drink?"
That was random.
I'm
but-
sorry. I'm sorry. It was weird. Did you know Adam Sandler's name is Adam? Yes. Yes, I did.
But we never think of celebrities that way, right? Like Bruce Willis is there. Hey Bruce, Like, we don't think about someone just calling
Did
him
you know
Bruce.
that Timothy Chalamet, his name is Timothée?
Timothée.
Timothée Chalamet.
Too much.
I like.
Um,
Have you heard?
oh,
have you
yeah.
heard your new friend Adam Sandler say Timothée Chalamet?
And no.
Oh yeah, look, you'll have to look it up.
All right.
Are
Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Are
he
you
does
guys
it like that.
Are you guys on the same team, or are
Yes.
you guys
Yeah, we're team of Mandy.
a man?
I love it.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
I like
Let's
it. All right.
Let's go.
Question 1 out of however many I want to do.
Wait, if you're listening in the car or at home, play along.
Why would you not play along? It's trivia.
I mean, they might not. They might be like, F trivia.
Hey,
podcast
there's some hate-
done.
There's some hating ass bitches in the world. Okay.
Yeah, dude, especially the ones that listen to us in India.
If you don't like, if you don't like trivia, it's
What the
because
fuck?
you don't know the answers.
Dude, we have listeners in India, Africa, France. I'm just
Not
letting you
anymore.
know. Are you saying since we changed the
I'm
format?
pretty sure we got 2
No.
downloads today.
Oh, all right.
Just saying.
Okay, go.
Which actor declined his Academy Award for Best Actor in 1973?
Oh, God. We go way back. Clint Eastwood.
Are you guys on a team or?
Oh, sorry. Well, what are we supposed to discuss
Was it Marlon Brando?
Yes.
Oh,
He
was-
brought a woman with him. Like shit. It was I want to say she was from like an indigenous tribe, and he had her speak or something. Like that's gonna bother me.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm right.
Uh-huh.
You're right. 1 point for Team Scamandi.
Scamandy.
Next question. Who won the 2018 Academy Award for Best Actor?
Oh.
See, I don't know years.
2018. I'm trying to think of a film came out during that time frame. We're gonna give that one to
It's one of Amanda's favorites.
Margot
Gary
Robbie.
Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Oh, it was Gary Oldman.
Best
What was
actor,
it? Tinker
Andy.
Tailor.
Oh, sorry.
Tinker
wasn't
Tailor
listening.
Soldier Spy.
What's new? Yep.
What movie was it?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's some bullshit.
These cards do not give me
Gary
additional
Oldman
facts.
won for his role as that president guy, right? Churchill. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Am I
The
wrong?
Darkest Hour, where he played Winston Churchill.
Boom!
Oh.
Can't go back now.
All right.
Okay.
Tell me this. What was the first horror film to be nominated for Best Picture?
Silence of the Lambs.
No.
Ooh.
A Psycho.
No.
Jaws.
Actually, yeah, Jaws.
No.
Oh,
The Birds?
Star Wars.
No.
Well,
When
I
Anakin
don't know
kills all
then.
the
What is
children.
it?
The
The Exorcist?
Exorcist.
Oh.
Yes.
I know Silence of the Lambs was nominated, but obviously like 20 years after.
To
The
be
Exorcist.
fair, at The Exorcist for the time being, that was freaking an
I
incredible
mean,
film.
honestly, people had never seen a movie like that before.
Yeah.
Like the practical effects,
Yeah.
all that stuff, like it shocked people.
It was wild.
And my mom told me about it because I read the book when I was in high school, and my mom was like, "You don't understand. Like,
right.
we didn't have movies like that. They had Alfred Hitchcock,
right.
but like that was it." And
But Hitchcock
so to have,
was calm compared to that shit.
yeah, like
Yeah.
to have this movie where like a child is like her head spinning and she's possessed by the devil, like, and then she's like saying horrible things and doing horrible things to herself.
Yeah.
Like people were sick in the movie
I
theater.
can imagine that they were absolutely appalled. Appalled.
Appalled.
Okay, what else you
Next. Edith Head won 8 Academy Awards during her career, but for which category?
got? Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, yeah?
Best makeup.
Amanda's closest.
Oh, best
Is
hair.
it costume design?
Best costume design.
That makes sense. I don't know what she did.
I don't know.
Designed costumes.
Fair.
for,
fair.
for at least 8 movies.
fair.
Damn.
It doesn't give it a year date span or
Told you,
anything
it's
like
not
that.
truly a pursuit. It does not give
Dang
additional
it.
information.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. So she did A lot I've never even heard of, but Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, Return Engagement, The Big Fix.
What years were these?
So then what did she win awards for? If there is a bunch of movies we've never even heard of.
Probably
She just did all the costumes. So
unique costume
Yeah, I
designs.
know that.
Just unique costume designs.
I guess that was the only good thing about those movies.
Fair.
Costume
Fair.
design.
Sorry.
well, she's noted as a costume designer on 434 movies.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. So this is like a sample of her stuff, but
Yes.
she's been around the
Okay,
block.
so let me look because there's definitely some major ones here.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
I can hear the scroll.
Oh yeah, I can hear that scroll.
Okay.
It's so quiet.
There's a ton in like the 30s and the 40s where I just don't really know how long they are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. She did Samson and Delilah. She did Sunset Boulevard. She did The Greatest Show on Earth. Wow, she did a lot of like classic movies.
All right.
Okay.
Roman Holiday.
Okay.
So she goes
Um,
way back.
God, she has me in stitches.
Oh, To Catch a Thief. Oh wow. Yeah, like a lot. Basically, like, see, it looks to me like I don't know. She did Vertigo. She did basically like all the big movies back in the day. She obviously was a
It
part
sounds
of
to
it.
me
She
like
was the
there was only a
go-to.
single lady that they were working way too hard to make all these costumes.
Honestly, seems like it. She did a handful of Elvis movies.
Okay.
Hatari. She did a lot of like John Wayne movies.
Hmm.
Cool.
So this lady got street cred.
Edith Head got street cred.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right. We got time for more?
Yeah, give us let's see.
Two more.
Yeah, give
All
us
right,
two more.
Two more. With what film did Steven Spielberg win his first Academy Award for Best Director?
Jaws.
No.
E.T.
No.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
No.
Jurassic Park.
Forrest
No.
Gump.
No.
Artificial Intelligence.
No.
Dang it.
What did he do in the early 90s?
Millennial Man.
No.
Jurassic Park.
No.
Indiana
I thought
Jones.
E.T.
No.
was the guess that I actually thought. What is it?
Schindler's List.
Oh,
Hmm.
Shindy's
I see.
List.
I just assumed he won something before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Interesting.
By the way, who directed Indiana Jones?
Steven Spielberg. I thought it was Steve. It
I
was
don't
Steven
know now.
Spielberg and George Lucas, but I
They-
thought
together?
Steven Spielberg directed, but George Lucas like produced it.
That's what I thought too, but now I'm questioning.
Lucas Films.
God, I'm questioning.
And here goes Amanda looking up the information.
There's a man, a scrolly rolly.
Scrolly roly.
Okay.
Created by George Lucas. The first 4 films are directed by Steven Spielberg, who worked closely with Lucas.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Don't question yourself.
hit us with one more,
Okay.
Ash.
Last one. You guys are going to get this, no problem.
Easy.
Which actress won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Misery?
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
It puts the lotion on its skin. I'm just kidding. Different movie.
Different movie.
And the winner is Scamandi.
Yay! Team
I don't know where the ska
Scamandi.
comes
Yeah,
from,
where
but-
did you get that? It was Amandy.
It flows better.
Team Amandy.
I
Super
kinda
cool-
like
super
Amanda.
cool Amanda Andy.
Okay, you added that. We didn't know
Scamandi.
what that came from.
Duh.
Super School Scamandi. Scamandi Bandy.
Nice job, guys.
You know, I mean, every now and again, we're not that bad
Participation
at trivia.
trophy.
Hey, 50%. Amanda and I are normally at 50%, I think.
Valid.
Right?
Valid.
We're about a halfy halves. So
That's it. That's a failing grade.
excellent. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all. It's been another wonderful podcast.
Yeah.
Amanda, if somebody wanted to say, Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. Where would they say that if we needed a direct email link to us?
Probably support
IHOP
at ihop.com. But if you wanted to come see what we got going on and get links to all of our other socials, come check us out at Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast.
Yay! I'm gonna leave you what?
I was just gonna ask you if you would lead us out with a
Oh, okay.
something cool.
I'm gonna lead us.
You stopped dead. Yeah, what?
I didn't even say anything. I don't know why.
I could see you prepping. I'm gonna lead us out with a dad joke, ladies. What did the earthquake say when it was done? Sorry, my fault.
I hate it. I kind of like it.
We've been real. We've been awkward. We've been real awkward.